Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. Oh dear, what can the matter be? Oh dear. Good morning, everyone, on this yucky, cold, rainy day here in Melbourne. Yeah, it's raining. It's been raining non-stop all night, all afternoon, all morning, I should say. So every time I do this, I've got something to talk about over there. That's why I don't want you to see it. Look at that. Oh, shh, shh. Hello, Mary Wanamaker. I hope you are well. Good morning, good morning. You are first on. Well, you might be second or third on, but you're first one to talk. Kiki second. Thank you. Good morning, Kiki. I hope everyone is well. We're here. Hey, listen, guys, it's raining non-stop here. So if the internet fails me, because that's what happens when it rains around here. If the internet fails me, I'll try again, but hopefully we should be okay. Usually when it rains, everything goes haywire here. You're doing well. I'm okay, Mary, I'm okay. Good day, bad day, you know what it's like. You have a bit of both. I hope everyone else as well. Good morning, lovely. Oh, thank you, Kaz. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And of course, this week's Well Crochet was quite busy. Hello, Lisa. I hope you are well. We have got quite a few things to discuss this morning. A lot happening for Well Crochet. Hello, Paula. There's a lot happening for Well Crochet at the moment. I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. Both on and off air, if you will. Okay, let's start with just quickly the giveaway. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, oh, thank you, Lisa. Oh, I hope I can brighten your day. We're not having a very bright day here. It's nasty cold, icy, icy cold, rain. It's dark as outside, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning here. Hello. I just want to get into the giveaway real fast. I didn't want to say anything, but I will. I can't get it out now. Oh, well, look, we'll wait till we get further in. We'll wait for more people to get on. It started with making the Halloween hat. You have? So fun. Of course, Bonnie, you have started. You are... Oh, Lisa, that's lovely. I feel so warm and fuzzy inside. I got what you meant. Guys, firstly, we've been very busy here. Again, another busy week here at Well Crochet. We did finish off the beanie, the one I said took, awkward. I had to change the whole pattern. It started out great, did it? It did start out great, but it kind of didn't end too great. Look, it's not that it didn't end great. Hello, Stacey. I hope you're well. I had to literally change the design of the beanie because the initial beanie, the very thin version, had like trebles and double trebles and all sorts of weird things. Oh, thanks, Kaz. But the version that we did online this week, that had just trebles. So I had to restart or redo the whole thing. Stayed that way for me. I had to redo the whole pattern for the 8 ply, but it's up and running. It went up yesterday afternoon, and so there you go. And already Bonnie has... Can I say it, Bonnie? Bonnie has already made hers and sent me a little message, little private message about it. Hello, Carla. I hope you're well. Now that we have kind of almost a full house, I will explain it again later, but I just want to mention with the giveaway, not many people listened to what the instructions were, because I think only 3 out of all the people that have answered kind of followed those instructions. Everybody else didn't. Having said that, there are 3 in the running. Don't know if I like them, but they're in the running. And I'm naughty. I'm so naughty. So let's talk about it a bit later, hey? We'll wait until more people get on. Now, couple of things I wanted to discuss. Occasionally, I had to quickly edit mine. I know there are 2 people that edited theirs. You were one of them, and there was someone else that edited hers as well. And look, guys, it's okay to edit. You've got until 9 o'clock Saturday week. Like right now is when I'll be announcing the winner next week though. So you've got a whole week to change it, fix it, adjust it. I know somebody else changed hers and I know you changed yours, Kiki. So, and it's okay. You've got until 9 o'clock today week to change it if you have answered it incorrectly. Because honestly, 99% of them, well, 90% of people have answered it incorrectly. They haven't gone and done a search on whether the beanie is already made or what. Did you do it wrong? I don't know. I'd have to have a look. I didn't actually look at the names. I just look at to be honest with you, I didn't look at the names. There was a couple that really stood out to me. One made me laugh, which was the first one, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I had to say it. I had to. It made me laugh. So that one, oh, I'm going to bring that up a little bit. That's better. Yeah, so one made me laugh. And all I could think of was, you know what? That could be a great name. Hi, Liz. I hope you are well. But what you needed to do, guys, is you needed to pick that one word only. I'm going to do it now. One word only. Yeah, I know, Mary Poppins. I know, right? It just made me laugh. And then you needed to check to see if that name already existed. If it already existed, you can't use it. That was the deal. You still have time to change it. So go and check. Pop your name in Google search. Pop it wherever you want to pop it. I don't know, Etsy made it. Doesn't matter. Pop it somewhere. Trust me. 70% of those names chosen were taken. Did I say that out loud? Go and change them. Check your name. Check it on Google. I can't believe I'm helping everyone here. And change them if you can. I did check, but now I'm worried. To what you changed it to, Kiki? To the name that you did change it to? Nobody else has taken it. Whether I choose that one is another story. There's about 3 or 4 of you that were fine, but the rest kind of didn't follow the instructions. I'm only saying it because I want you to go back and change. It gives you more of an opportunity to fix and more of an opportunity to actually win that prize. So there you go. And the prize is, let me show you again. So you're all aware of what you're winning. These are what you're getting. Okay, you have seen the video anyways, but if you wanted to go back and rewatch that video, then check your name to see if someone else already has that name for a beanie. You can't use it. That's all I want to say. I'm naughty helping everybody. I shouldn't be. Hello, Ghost Hacker. I hope you are well. Hello, Angela. But most of them were okay. But just if the name has already been taken, it's not unique, is it? There you go. That's all I want to say. I can't say anymore. But I do want to talk about plant mix is not on. I was going to talk about plant mix and something we discussed last week. If she comes on, we'll talk about it. If not, I'll wait till the end and discuss it. But I do want to talk about our new project that we are about to start on Monday. And that's the Poncho. So the actual competition, last week's competition was starting the Poncho. Did I do it wrong? Do I need to change it? You need to check first. I don't know. I can't remember who did it wrong, Angela. So you need to check your name and you need to check if that name has already been taken for a beanie. And you can do that on Google. Okay. Hello, Katie. I hope you are well. So we are definitely starting the Poncho on Monday. How do I know that? What? Because it's been recorded already. Can't wait for the rug. The rug is coming end of August, Bonnie. Remember I said? As you can see, they're still up there. I haven't even taken them down and started it, so I can't even do it this month. It'll be right at the end of August. What are we on? Oh, that's not far away. Oh, look at that. A Poncho. Would you look at that? I am naughty, aren't I? I'm very naughty today. Today is one of my real naughty days, guys. You know why? I don't have a coffee near me. I'm very upset. I'm very upset. I don't have my coffee. Can someone make me a coffee? Everyone's busy. No one can make me a coffee. Okay. All right. Plus no one knows how to make it. Oh, my kids do. Yeah, the kids are pretty good. All right. What were we going to talk about? The Poncho. Now, The other thing is, guys, you didn't need to, a lot of people saying, oh, well, I'm not making the beanie or the poncho, so I can't enter the giveaway. Yes, you can. If you are a subscriber, you can enter the giveaway. It doesn't matter whether you're making the beanie or poncho or not. I'd love it if you could make the beanie and poncho. That would be fun. However, you don't need to make it to be a part of the giveaway. And if you didn't enter the poncho giveaway, you can still enter the beanie giveaway. There's no rules there in that area. The only rule was the poncho. The only rule was that you had to make the name unique. Nobody can have that name as a beanie. That's what I meant. And I think I said it like 10 times. I'm so naughty. All right, guys. So I'm going to show you part of the poncho. Now, the poncho is going to be a little different to what a lot of people do. The first part might look the same. Then I'm going to be mucking around with some stitches. Why? Because we can, yeah? I'm going to be jazzing it up a little bit, changing it. Sadly, I didn't choose the colours. So I can honestly say I'm not keen on the colours that are here. Having said that, that was the reason for this poncho, so that I could step out of my comfort zone and try something different. And I've done that. Well, I haven't done it yet. It's only a quarter of the way through. I'll get there in a minute. So I'm a quarter of the way through doing the poncho, and I decided that because it's quite simple at the front, we're going to make it a little different down the bottom. I have to rewatch and check. Can't remember the name I picked. And that's it. I was flicking through them late last night. It would have been, I don't know, this morning, 1 o'clock this morning. So I really wasn't focused on who was saying what. And there's a couple that stood out. That first one stood out because I'm sure nobody would have supercalifragilisticexpialidocious name. Whoever said that was very funny. But I really didn't look at all the names. I did look at some earlier that were chosen pretty much on the same time the video went out. And I noticed that someone had changed it. And that's okay to change it. I don't mind it changed as long as it's changed before 9 o'clock next Saturday morning, because 10 o'clock I'm announcing the winner. And this time, nobody's helping me. I'm going to decide because I'm going to be tough. What? What? Tough? Me tough? Little Miss Wimp? Let's get on to the poncho, yeah? So the start of the poncho, again, is relatively basic, tough, you know, that kind of tough. Oh, maybe not. The shoulders out. I can't be that tough. Hello, Franca. Oh, Franca, I hope you are well. Hello. What is that picture? What does that mean? Oh, is that a hat? So we're going to talk about the poncho. The first part of it's quite basic. Later, we're going to get stuck into some really tough stitches. Why? Because I can. That's so scary. Oh, no one's scared. No one's scared of me. I'm a little wimp. Coffee, someone give me coffee. I know, right? There's no, I just forgot to make it. I was walking around, I had everything organized. I was, kind of on time today for a change. And then I looked around and thought, well, something's missing, but I don't know what. It was my coffee. So I'm hanging out. I've had one this morning, but I do need another one. Forget about the coffee. Let's get on with the poncho. So the start of the poncho has been done and recorded, hasn't been edited. I hope to edit it by Monday. If not, you'll get it Tuesday, but it'll definitely be this week. Okay, I'm trying to get it out by Monday, but don't quote me on it. You have either been on the mod crew. I'm talking so fast. Blah, 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 blah. I just want to get everything out the way. I've got a lot to talk about today, that's why. And I have to talk about a little elephant in the room. Oh, little elephant in the room. Go on, go make yourself a coffee. Well, wait. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll just go over there and let you sit here. You know how long it takes for my water to boil? Oh, it's like waiting for history of 2002. What are we on? 2020? Oh, hello, wake up, Mary. Poncho, are we ready to have a look at the poncho? I made it, you made it, I'm Cherie. Thank you. Just a few minutes late. All good. Don't worry, don't stress. We haven't missed much. Just missed me whinging about no one following the information on the giveaway. No one followed the instructions on the giveaway. Well, not everyone. Some people did. There were a couple that did follow. It's ready. Sorry, Carla. Okay, so I started off with the front part of the poncho being granny squares. The reason being is you can make them and it'll be really loose on. And if you wanted yours a little tighter, we're going to do a border row over the granny squares. Hello, Plant Mix. I'm glad you're here. I've got something over here I want to talk to you about in a moment. Welcome, by the way. And the reason being, don't forget to press the like button. Thank you, Mary Wanamaker. Mary Wanamaker has advertised liking. I've got a few likes already and a few more won't hurt. And towards the end of this tutorial, this video, I will talk about a little elephant that's in the room. Yeah, I have to talk about it, but we'll be real quick and we'll just swipe it in the past and leave it there because I really like looking at it, talking about it. The poncho. Okay, we're going to start off with granny squares, which I've started, okay? And then we're going to make, the reason I've got the granny squares is because granny squares can be like really loose. So if you wanted to tighten yours up, which I will because mine just sits kind of over the shoulders, I don't like it. I like mine a little higher. So if you wanted to tighten it up, I'm going to show those who want to tighten it up how to tighten it up. And then I'm going to show everybody else how to just put a normal border row on. So if everyone will have a border row. Some, if they want to tighten theirs up, can use the tighten up stitch. If you don't want to tighten yours up, just do the border row. Oh, is that the right way? It is. I thought I had it inside out because inside's where all the ends are. But otherwise, there it is. These are the colours. I'll tell you, I'm not keen on these colours, but I had to step out of my comfort zone. And that was the reason for the competition in the first place. Now, that's the start of it. And as you can see, I started putting the cream. I put one row of the cream border on the bottom part. That's the bottom part of the poncho. This is where your unusual stitches are going to start coming in. There will be some different stitches. It will be okay for newbies and still it will be a little bit testy for newbies, but I say do it. And for those of you who are a little bit more professional, you'll appreciate them because you'll think, oh, I know what I'm doing now. I can make this stitch. It's not that bad. Yeah, so at the moment, this stitch is the basic part of the beanie. Did I say beanie? I was about to say beanie. The basic part of the poncho. Get it right, Mary. This is the basic part of the poncho. We're going to get into the tough stuff once this one row, which it is done, of cream is done. We're not going to do the top part cream yet because what we'll do the whole poncho. You have a look at your colors that you have chosen. If you don't want cream as a border, you don't have to have the cream. You can have, I don't know, whatever color you've chosen on your, I'll give you a nice close-up of some of them. Oh, there's some ends everywhere, I'm sorry. I've left them on because I'm playing with it at the moment. Please, please, please say there's no bobble stitches. No, there's no bobble stitches. But there will be some unusual stitches in there. It's only advances our skills. That's correct. And I think, like, I've had to step out of my comfort zone to use these colors, which I would never wear. I would wear some greens, but pink, not so much. Even though I've got a little bit of pink on this top. Oh no, it's more red, isn't it? But that pink, really, I would never wear it. And if you notice, this is how naughty I was. I still tried to stick with my own colors when I did those front middle ones. I tried to stick with the greens on both sides. There's a little bit of pink on that side. That's going in the back. So I was still fussy. Whilst I was doing it, I was still fussy. So these are the colors that you will be doing. Okay. Now the recording did play up on me a little bit. If I have any issues, I'll just redo a small patch in that particular area. If not, I think they should be okay. Hello, Leslie. I hope you are well. Just flashing part of the poncho that we're about to make. I know, pink, yuck. That's what I thought. I'm really not a pink girl. Having said that, it was chosen for the giveaway, so I have to use it. Notice how I didn't use a lot of it on one side, which is the front, I think. I used less on the front. Although there is one right there. Oh, I had to put one border in one. Didn't really want to. Now, the worst part is we have to make a matching beanie for this. You like hot pink, do you, Katie? I'm glad I don't mind any of those colors. Look, I love the greens. I love the greens. The greens are just lush. And that little, see that, the dark pink, that one right there, that's actually a light pink. Yeah, not my thing. But having said that, you know, I'm prepared. I'm prepared to wear it. And I will wear it, especially on the lives. if lives exist in the future. What? That's where the elephant comes in. Did I say that out loud? Guys, I would love to say that this, channel is going to last forever. Having said that, there is a few issues at the moment here in Australia with YouTube and Google itself. So all I can say is I will be here for as long as I can. Hopefully, I don't get thrown off. I don't know if I will. I don't know what the rules are anymore. I have to work out all the law against whether I'm doing the right thing or the wrong thing. But, it's one of those things. I think it'll be okay, but you don't know. I got sent a letter. Everybody got sent their letter, and we just have to hope that it doesn't affect us as much as we think it will. Having said that, I'm here for now. And we are, hopefully I'll be here at least until, what do you call it, Halloween, so we can have our party. I planned it so well. It's because our government is being greedy. I get it, I know, right? I have never worn pink, and I'm not starting now. Oh, by the way, guys, you don't have to use these colours. Yes, I keep putting off reading the notice. Look, Leslie, I still don't get the notice. I read it. Yeah, Frank, I'll get back to you in a minute. I read the notice. It's all about legislation and law and the legal terms and the rest of it. And it's about money. It's always about money. Look, I will try to be here for as long as I can. If I can't, catch me on Instagram, catch me on Facebook, but I will try and be here as long as I can. I'm like this. I know. All I can say is I'll be here. If you don't see me here, find me on Instagram and then we'll talk about what happened. Otherwise, I'm still here. What can I say? We have no jurisdiction over it. So whatever happens, happens. But in the meantime, fingers crossed that things don't change too much. Anyway, that's life. Let's push that elephant and throw him out the door because we don't want to talk about him anymore. Hope you're around forever. Yeah, that can't be helped if I'm not. I would only cry if you weren't here. I know, right? I know. Can always do Facebook Live. That's very odd. I know it is an odd thing, Franca. It is an Australian thing. It has nothing to do with overseas. It's more of an Australian issue. It's a legislation that's coming in. I don't know where it's going to go. I would like to say I'm going to be here forever, but I don't know yet. At this stage, it's people saying, oh, it's not going to happen. Everything will be fine. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of people are saying that, but you don't know. And so all I'm going to say is I'm here because I'm here. If I'm not here, look for me elsewhere. But I will try to always be here. How's that sound? Can we throw the elephant outside now? I love elephants. I shouldn't say that. I really love elephants in general. They are all from the same platform. Hope that Instagram and FB don't. I know, that's what I'm worried about. Although Instagram and FB don't make as much money as YouTube does. And I think that's where it's all about cash. It's all about cash and how much money everyone else can make. Oh, well, don't make much money off this sort of stuff anyway, in general. You really, unless you are one of those YouTubers who have taken over the world, you really don't make a lot of cash here. No, but they're all Google properties. Yes, I know that. Apparently, lots of things come up on my page when I start using Google. So, I don't know. Throw out the pink elephant. Oh, no. Can we not talk about it? Let's just move on. I'm very sad now. I'm going to sit here and cry like a baby. Okay, let's get back to... Sorry, didn't realise caps. It's all good, Leslie. Let's get back to the colours on the poncho. If, guys, you don't want to use those colours, it's not necessary. I would miss you. Look, I'll be around. I hope to be around, Notice how I do that because I really don't know. I don't know what's happening. You know more than me right now. It's scary. You can use the colours that you like. It's not necessary for you to use these colours, okay? I know, plant mix. What do you do, honey? Oh, Bonnie, we're all sooking. I know, we're all crying like little babies, but, we live and learn. We hope for the best. Old Aussie proverb, she'll be right, mate. I know, Kiki. I hope not to, Angela. I hope to be here forever. But if I get thrown off, and hence the word thrown off, because that's the only way I'm going to leave. But if I get told that I have to leave and walk away and drop everything, then I'll have to, you know, and that's law. I'm not keen on breaking the law. I don't do that. Imagine me break the law. Oh, that little old lady with the crochet hook in her hand breaking the law. Ooh. That's all right. As long as I can take the crochet hook and the yarn in jail, I'll be all right. I don't think they'll allow it. I know. What do you do? I hope to be here forever, but hey. So let's get on with business. You could use any colours you like. You don't have to use, I don't know, didn't know there was a problem. Look, it's not, because it's not an overseas problem. It's an Australian problem. And that's where the issue is, Bonnie. A lot of people don't know about it. Hit the like for Mary. Thank you, Kaz. Hit the likes. It may be the only likes I get for the next 10 years. When did this start though? I'm not really sure. I started seeing little flashes up on Google every time I used it for about a week. I didn't think anything of it. Then I got sent the a letter via email, obviously. Murder by crochet hook isn't a common charge. Kiki, thank you for making me laugh. I don't know nothing. I'm in the US. No, a lot of it's an Australian thing, Bonnie, and they're tossing up whether we're allowed to. I'm just looking at the internet. It flashed on me saying it's not working, but we're still going live by the looks of it. What was I saying? But yeah, so I got the letter in the mail and I sent it to someone to read, and she said, "Don't worry about it. It'll never happen." But it's legislation, so I think it's going to happen. Look, let's just think about it. Let's just wait and see. If you don't see me and I've disappeared off the face of the earth, check me on Instagram and check me on Facebook. Although that's another thing I was going to talk about once we started talking about the poncho. I was going to talk about occasionally popping over to Instagram to do a live. I'll still do these Wednesdays and Saturday lives here. They'll always be here. They're not going anywhere unless I get thrown off. I keep saying that now. Do that took my name. It got some thinking to do. Oh, okay. Yeah, good. Good. I'm glad you did. Yeah, I may be over at Instagram occasionally, and I won't plan it. I'll just pop on and I'll be on for like 10 or 15 minutes and then I'll be off just for fun. And the only reason is last time when I went on Instagram, I ended up with a whole lot of new people coming over and saying hello here at YouTube because of Instagram. So I think a lot of people on Instagram are not really aware, even though I advertise all the time, head over to YouTube and do this pattern, head over to YouTube. A lot of people over there are unaware that I have a YouTube channel. So I'm going to be over there occasionally doing some lives. I'll still be doing our Saturday mornings and Wednesday afternoon lives here. And the ones I do over Instagram will be quite small anyway. All right, so they won't be major lives. They'll just be some small ones. So guys, you don't have to use these colors. I'm using these colors to step out of my comfort zone. And I probably, if I was wise enough, should have chosen someone who didn't choose pink. Because I really don't like pink. Hence a couple of pinks out of all those colors. One pink, the other one's kind of like a red. But that's that. Oh, by the way, if you saw the giveaway video, you would have noticed that I added towards the end, I added some bloopers, and one of those bags fell. They're going to throw you off. I don't know, Bonnie. I can't tell you what's happening because I don't even know myself. I didn't understand it. I read the letter. I thought, oh yeah, well, do you have to go to university to understand this letter? I'm in the need to know. Well, I don't know, Bonnie. I can't tell you because the letter I got didn't make much sense to me either. More about news and you know, more about a news channel rather than a creator channel. So creators in general may not get paid and may be thrown off. I don't know. Yeah, the plastic bag, the whole bag just fell. And you know what? For a few minutes or a few seconds, I had no idea what fell. I heard the noise. It was just slowly falling. You could have planned that, plant mix. But towards the end, plant mix, this is where you come in. Towards the end of the video, I did a small blooper section, and the very last blooper is actually on YouTube already. It wasn't really a blooper. It was kind of me getting caught buying lots of yarn when I told my daughter that I wasn't going to buy any. Bonnie, it definitely sounds like our government just wants more money from YouTube, and that's exactly right. So when I went to the area that I bought all that yarn from that was in my tub plant mix, you'll appreciate this, was Bendigo Woolen Mills. I forgot to mention that in the video. I should have mentioned that was Bendigo Woolen Mills. That's my favorite place to go to in Bendigo. Okay, right next to it's the tram depot, and it has all the old-fashioned trams there that we used to have here in Melbourne years ago, the very, very old ones. And you can have a little tram cruise thing, and they have someone talking in the background, talks about the gold rush, the gold mining, all that sort of stuff that happened in Bendigo in the old days. Now, in that store, you could get lost. I don't know if you've ever been there, Plant Mix. You really need to go to Bendigo Woolen Mills one day. You really need to check it out. You would love it. Now, the reason I'm bringing it up is because all the yarn in that tub that you saw on the video, they no longer make anymore. It's called the Stella range. Or they're making them, but they're phasing them out, apparently. And I never used them. I started using them. That's the reason why I thought about you, because quite a few years ago, I started making that. And that's why I thought about you. And in fact, from memory, let me show you close up for you. I used the Russian join to actually join these just for fun. I wasn't making it for anybody. I started the blanket, and it was going to be a blanket just for me, just for fun, because I love the Stella range. And then when you said last week that you were interested in making this blanket, I knew I had this somewhere. And I took, after the, just before I did the giveaway video, I said, I've got to find it, I've got to find it. I knew I had it. So I put the other video of that yarn in there so that it can remind me to find it and advertise it for you. Now, you want to see all the yarn that was in that basket on the day? I still have it. I never used it. I might have used some of it occasionally in the past, but I've never really used it. Let's see. There was this colour here, which is Pewter Stella range. Yeah. This was one of the main colours that was in there. Garnet. Just changed the beanie name. Good girl, Katie. Very good girl. You see, I'm glad I advertise it now. People starting to change. I don't know what colour that was, but it's the green that you see in that. You already see it in there. That's why I don't know what the colour was. The colours come out. Okay. And the other one was, I used, which colour did I use? That pink. Oh yeah, that pink, the green, and I used this for something we did on pink. I used this colour for something we did on YouTube. Yeah, the ripple. Yeah. And then have a look at this colour. You're gonna love this, or maybe you won't, but I love it. hang on. Let me get it out. Wait. Guys, look how much there is. I put it in a bag and I never used them. I used some of them. A lot of them are duplicates. Yeah. Oh, here it is. This is the one I like. This is my favourite colour. Check it out. Oh, look at it. It's called Stella Low Light. I know, right? Check it out. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now, they have this one here. It's called Cast Iron. It's not a black. It's kind of like a dark grey with a bit of blue, with a bit of purple. Just unbelievable colours. Plum, that's the one. Yeah, it's a plum. And then as I like to do, I do it very often, I'll use the cream or whatever colour to make a border row. And this one's not cream, it's called Pearl. And if you look carefully at it, it doesn't look white, it doesn't look cream, it looks pearl. So guess what? We're going to do that blanket using that yarn as one of our tutorials, if I'm still on. I love the colours, darker two colours. I haven't played with all the colours yet, guys, so I'm going to have a play with some colours, but definitely the green in that colour because it's already in there, unless I take it undone. Purple, not your favourite. Don't worry, there's other colours, like this thing here, this cast iron one. Oh, it's amazing. It's not exactly a purple, it's like there are so many colours mixed in one. You've got like a blue, the wool will do well. This is actually, okay, the metallics there's two different types there, okay? The metallics does have some bamboo in it, okay? Not all of this has bamboo, okay? Charcoal, it's kind of like a charcoal, yeah. Like the garnet, I don't think, oh, it does too. The garnet does have bamboo. Wait a minute. Not all of it had bamboo, I think. Some of it didn't have bamboo. Oh no, they all have bamboo. Hello. Oh, hello, Allegra. I hope you are well. We're talking here. We're chatting away. There's not a lot. There's 50% bamboo and 50% wool. Okay. Now it's gorgeously soft. I have no idea why they're taking it off the market. The reddish one I will call more wine coloured. It is, and I thought maybe we could make it so. You don't have to use these colours. You could use anything you like. It's just that I had them, and I remembered that I'd started one of these years ago, and I used the Russian join to do the edges with. Oh, Plant Mix, you don't have to do that. Thank you so much. Plant Mix has done a super chat of $50. Plant Mix, you really know how to give. I tell you what, you really know how to give. It makes my heart all warm and fuzzy. Thank you for that super chat, Plant Mix. But there you go. So I thought of you yesterday afternoon or Thursday afternoon before I put the video up, and I said, I know I had it. I know I had it. There it is. We're going to do it. I don't think I'll use the Russian join. I don't think I'll use the Russian join. Yeah, I don't think I will. However, I will do this blanket. We will definitely do it. And we're going to use this gorgeous yarn. There's 50% bamboo and 50% wool, 100%, well, 50% wool, 50% pure wool from Bendigo Woolen Mills. I would love to go back to Bendigo Woolen Mills as a trip. I would love to do that. I know we were talking about Shepparton the other day. We were having a laugh about getting a bus or heading off to Shepparton, yada, yada, yada. And I thought, you know what? I would really love to do Bendigo Woolen Mills again, because that's where I buy most of my yarn anyway, as you can see. Anything to help, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you know what? It might be one of the last few times you help me anyway. I don't know what's happening. So thank you so much, Plant Mix. So yeah, I would love to have a Bendigo trip. That's one I'd actually work something out for, like really talk about a bus trip. Really, I would really physically want to do that. Yeah? Anyone with me? I know we're all going to Shepparton. I've never been there and would love to go. Look, from when you walk in, you think, oh, that's it. But it is actually quite interesting. You walk in and the front is not as big as you thought it would be. When people talk about it, they think it's going to be this massive place. There's going to be wall-to-wall carpet kind of yarn, yeah? Hello, Lisa. I hope you are well. Yeah, Bendigo, you'd like to go, Margaret. I know you would. So would I. Everyone's talking all at once. Now, but when they actually have, the front of the store is, wall-to-wall yarn, as is. They have a back room. So the back room has a lot of specials, a lot of one-off yarns. Sometimes it has yarn that they're just clearing out completely. Sometimes it has smaller schemes. So Bendigo's kind of, it's a little different. Like you got the front that looks tiny and yet it just looks perfect. To me, I've walked into stores before and they all look the same, and so does Bendigo, and they all look the same. But for some reason, every time I walk into Bendigo, maybe it's because I like the yarn. I don't know what it is. And, I don't like all the yarn. There are some yarns that doesn't, tickle my fancy. But most of the yarn, especially the luxury, because it is, mind you, it's 100% pure wool and I can't wear it. But I do like working with it. And it's the only yarn, and I was talking about this with someone with a hand dye yarn recently. It is the only yarn that I don't break out in a rash when I'm working. So I don't get, I get the psoriasis. It happens, yeah? And I always get them along the wrists, along the back of the neck, in the ears. You always see me scratching my ears when I'm live, not because I don't want to talk to anyone, and it's a habit. It's because I have psoriasis there. So they're really affected. And that yarn, Bendigo Woolen Mills, is the only yarn that doesn't make me break out. Funnily enough, bamboo makes me break out, but this one doesn't, and I don't know what it is. I can't, it's just around the corner. It's not just around. Oh, no, I know. Sorry, guys, for those of you who can't go. I get it on my hip, yeah. And you know what? It happens. And I have to just be wary of that and use yarns that are suited to my hands. So when I get on and do a tutorial live, I'm not live, when I go on and do a tutorial and I say I'm using Bendigo Woolen Mills because the colour is right, because this is right, well, 90% of the time it's because I don't break out in a rash. Really? Okay. Isn't that strange? I wonder what chemical they use that's different. Well, I know, Leslie, I don't know what it is. I have broken out in the past. We are talking like, 5-10 years ago, but not the past 5 years. And I found that. That's why I use a lot of it. Karen cakes I can actually use, but if I use too much of it, the hands kind of get a little itchy. But I can use it, and I do use it often. Cotton, I don't have a problem with. A lot of cotton makes my nose really itchy, and I don't know what that is, right? But that happens when I'm using pure wool. If I'm using that harsh wool that you get from Spotlight, did I say that out loud? That can do it. I would go. You would go, I know, right? I can't even make anything out of wool. Who said that, Kiki? Out of wool, my skin is red raw. Oh, that's a shame. Could it be the dye they use? Maybe. You suffer from hay fever? No. I do have a lot of that humbug. You hear that a lot. Actually today, fingers crossed, not so bad. Some days I'm really bad. When I'm doing tutorials, I start my tutorials early in the morning, and I actually have to pause the video so many times so that I can go and do a hum thing and then come back. Right, don't use what hurts your skin. That's correct. So when someone says to me, oh, I can't get that yarn, it doesn't matter. Just get the equivalent. Get an 8-ply equivalent, or a number 4 if you're, or number 3 if you're overseas. Get a 10-ply equivalent, a number 4 if you're overseas. Whenever I say that, it means you can use an equivalent. You can use the same as, but in your country, okay? I always say that so that you understand it. Like when we did the beanie this week, I said I used a number 8-ply cotton, which is a number 3. I think it was a 3 or 4. I couldn't remember, but it is actually a 3. I found out recently. So when I say that, head off on your own. Find yourself a number 3 cotton and use that number 3. Or find yourself an 8-ply cotton. Doesn't have to be the Bendigo, or doesn't have to be that brand. Sometimes people are allergic to lanolin, and it helps washing the yarn before using it. And you know what? Sticky Stitch, welcome, by the way. I actually used to wash my yarn, and I used to peg it up on, those little pegs that you hook up socks and things when you're washing your clothes. And I'd peg it up on there, and I'd have it sitting in actually the bathroom, because it was under the heater, the ducted heating, the vent, so it would dry quickly. I'd make a mess of it, and it took me ages to wind it up and, have it nice again. But I used to do that years ago. We are talking maybe a good 10 years ago. I used to wash every item that came in this house. After that, once they started, especially Bendigo, once they started putting in, I don't know what they put in or what they took out, not sure, I don't break out in a rash. With the farmer's one that I got from the farmer, from Tandy Farms, I didn't break out in a rash with that one. With cotton from, I can't remember the name of it. Let me think about it. It is a cotton. Oh gosh, when I think about it, I'll tell you. Didn't break out in a rash with that. A lot of cotton I don't. So when I say to you, use an 8-ply or a number 3 in your country, that's any 8-ply you have, any number 3 that you have. You don't have to use the same yarn that I use. You don't even have to use the same colors. You can use your own. There is no limits to our craft. We can do, we're like the magic makers. We can make whatever we want. Terrific, isn't it? Yay! That's what makes me happy. And my son said to me the other day, you know what, Mum, have you actually just stopped working and made something for yourself recently? And I went, yes, I have. I started the poncho, the bright coloured poncho, but I haven't finished it. It's still down here, actually. I should show you again. But I started that poncho, and I thought, it makes you happy. It's like we are the magic makers. It makes us happy to create something pretty. We can do with craft what some people can't even do with, a computer. Some people can't do with the most, biggest thing in the world, but we can do it with craft because we can. My sister found out the beanie was fun. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Bonnie. she was allergic to lanolin, but the chemical used exact lanolin. Some products with lanolin are fine for her. Okay, Leslie, that's interesting. It does, thank you, Plant Mix. Bonnie, can't use 100% wool. I die itchy. Yeah, it's one of those things that you can get really itchy. I also found the Clequeton range, which oddly enough, Bendigo Woolen Mills bought the Clequeton Wangaratta Mills. When I get stressed, I go to crocheting and I feel so much better. Absolutely, Plant Mix. I initially took crochet up years ago when I used to work with in a certain industry I didn't like. I'm not going to say what it is. I don't want to get into trouble. And I took it up to make me relaxed again. Like I knew I could do it because I've been doing it for years. But I physically took it up daily on purpose just to calm me down. And all I did was made squares, which I detested making at the time. And I thought, what am I going to do with these squares? So I started putting them together and made blankets. Then I thought, I'm sure I could do more than this. And so I started thinking and got right out of being angry. Show you the poncho, the other one. It's still down here. I haven't done much to it. That's why it's pointless showing you. I've only done what you've already seen, but I'll show you anyway. Yeah, sure. I can show you again. Which I like showing you because it's actually, this is the colours that I like. They're in your face, they're loud, and this is what I like. Check it out. Check it out. It's very big though, this one. I think the yarn is quite thick. And it is a cotton blend, I think. I'm never stressed because I crochet all the time. Oh, well done, Paula. There you go. So you have seen this. I haven't even finished it. I've got so much more to do. But you have seen it. I've showed you last week or the week before. Oh, I can't even remember. I haven't done any since, that's all. And that's what my son said to me. He goes, Mum, don't forget to crochet because you like it. Don't crochet because it's a business. He said, don't forget to crochet because you like it. And I do. I'll never stop liking it. It's one of those things I worked out years ago that I'll never stop liking it. And that is why I took it up as a business. A lot of people say, once I take something up as a business, all of a sudden it becomes a job and they don't like it. Well, I've been doing this now for years as a business and I still love it. So I love that you got your card yet. No. I usually get Angela, I usually get a notification saying come and collect some mail from the post box, but I haven't got anything yet. Thank you, Franca. And Bonnie, makes you stop thinking about stuff you can't fix. Absolutely correct. Like what's happening lately. But anyway, that's life. Look, you know, it's bound to happen. Things are about to, I nearly knocked the stand down, by the way. I just kicked the light and nearly knocked onto the stand. But that's that. Guys, let's get on with business again. How did we get sidetracked? We talked about that. I've got everything here because I wanted to discuss everything with you. Now, last week I mentioned that I was making, oh, thank you. Last week I mentioned I was making something for my nephew's son for a Graphgan, which I don't like doing. I detest doing, and I just don't want to do it. This is the reason why it's taken me months and months, and I've only done 3 rows or 4 rows. So there we go. That's all I've done so far, and that's all I've done, and that's nothing. That's only a 3, and as you can see, the 3 strands are still on there, and I crochet along as I go. Now, you need to do a tutorial for that poncho. Oh, I could. That was going to be a paid pattern though. And I just wanted to show you, I don't know what I've done with the book. Can you believe it? The picture. I picked it up and said, I want to show them the book. What have I done with it? Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. Hello. I'm a silly. And this is the one that his mum chose because she said to me, oh, this is a pattern he likes. Now I've had to play with the pattern. And as you can see, it's been played with. I've done drawings and all sorts of weird things. I've done numbers. This is the picture he wants. And I'll show you. This is what I mean by old school. I do a lot of my stuff old school. There's my book. There's the book with all the grid paper on it, right? And here I started doing his name. Yeah, I started doing his name in letters. So he'll have his name. This is how old school I am. He'll have his name. Don't worry about the scribble there. He'll have his name that's part of his name, the P and the O, on top of that picture. So it'll be like, oh, I can't fit it in, but it'll be like that. I'm trying to get it right. I can do this. There he goes. It'll be like that. Right? So his name will be across the top there where I've got that scribble. All right? And that's going to take me months. And it will take months. I was hoping to get it done by Christmas, but because I haven't really done any, I've had this since January. I haven't really done any. All I've done is sketched everything up. And there was one other thing I did. I was going to think, because there's a lot of space here, I was going to pop in, what is the green thing on the doily? The doily. Is that what you mean? Behind you? You mean Guy? Oh, you may not have been around on the channel when we made Guy. We made Guy on the channel. It's a amigurumi head. Here. Can you see him? He's an amigurumi head, and that little thing he's wearing, that's it's like a huggy. Yeah. He's him, yeah. It's like a huggy. Little ones carry them around and cuddle them, and you know, it's more of a comforter thing for the babies. So anyway, with this one, I didn't have enough of the red and black, so I decided, I had plenty of grey, that I would make a sword in there as well. Whether I make it's another story. It's a lovey blanket, that's correct. It's a lovey blanket up the top there. That one there is a lovey blanket right up there. She calls him him. I call him Guy. That's going to be amazing. Yeah. Now, I will flash that on my lives if they're still here. See how I'm talking now? I will flash that on my lives occasionally and show you the progress, and you can see how difficult it is. I mean, look at that. All the writing you have to do. There's so much you have to do involved. And I'm old school, so I won't send it off to some company and say, go for it. I will sit there and type everything up and draw every line and every circle and every nook and cranny, and I will do old school. Why? Because I'm an idiot. I mean, I'm a good person. I must have missed that tutorial. It was a long time ago, Allegra. Oh, I think it was about a year ago even to date, maybe even more. I think it was May of last year, March even. I honestly cannot remember. It was a long time ago. The story was, when I interview someone, are they paying me for this? That's family, no. If I did it for someone else, I would charge through the nose. These blankets, really, I charge. You would not believe the amount I charge, which is the reason why nobody wants them. And I charge because I do it old school. I literally charge between $500–600 per blanket. Seriously. But for family, not so much. I know, I'm a bit of a sucker that way. Everyone's talking all at once. Very low. I'll talk to you about him in a minute. Though the craft, proud, so understanding. Definitely talented. It was last year, yes. Okay. With what I usually do, I usually interview someone for the channel. When I interview them, they come on and they do a small project and I finish it for them. That's what usually happens with an interview. Now, that one there, that whole thing there, was made with my daughter because my daughter said to me, Mum, make some amigurumi. I think it's called amigurumi or amigurumi. I don't know how you pronounce it. And I said, no, I don't like amigurumi. I don't want to do it. She said, do it, Mum. Everybody will love it. And I thought, oh, I don't like amigurumi. It's not my thing. We fussed and fussed and fussed. And she said, look, what if I come on, do the amigurumi head and you do the rest? I thought, I'm happy. And that's exactly what we did. She came on, we did an interview with her because her crochet goes way back to when she was little as well. And she did the amigurumi head. I did the little dress pattern. The little dress pattern I found, I think it's a freebie on Pinterest. So I found it, I did it. No, it wasn't. It was a freebie, but I adjusted and changed the edging because I didn't like the border that they had, as you do. But there you go. And she said to me, Mum, just do it, just do it. I don't want to do it. And that's what I do. So when I interview someone, like I interviewed Adriana not long ago, one of the ladies from our crochet group, she came on, she did a square for me. I showed everyone my square. I did a, It was what was it? It was a solid granny square, and she did her solid granny square exactly the same colors, exactly the same style, exactly the same crochet hook, and both of us had different sizes. And the reason I did it was to show everyone out there that even though we all use the same product, and we even use the same yarn, in fact, I think it was the Stella range from Bendigo, we use the same yarn and everything, and still we had different sizes. It goes to show that everybody's tension is different. Your tension is how you hold your yarn. If you're holding it too tight, your work is coming up tight. If you hold it loose, your work is coming up loose, whatever. But she came on for that reason. And so she did the granny square, and that's really all she did. But I didn't produce anything out of that granny square, which I probably could, in the future. But right now, we're not going to, right? And that's the same when my sister comes on and she shows, if we can get her to come on, when she comes on and we show you how to do the Tunisian, maybe she can do something small. And if she doesn't do something small, I have to finish it. Oh, what? So I have to step out of my comfort zone and do Tunisian like I don't really want to. They could reimburse for the yarn though. Yes, they probably could. Okay, what do we got there? I don't think it's too much for all that. I don't think it's too much for all that work. Look, this is the reason why I charge so much, because I really don't want to do them. And that's the reality. I don't like doing the Graphgans. It's not my thing. I avoid it like the plague. But you know what? For family, I will. Now, straight after they've asked me to do this, my sister said, my son has this dog. He would love to have it in a Graphgan. I went, oh no. So I may be doing another one soon. I hope not. Crochet is awesome because each project is unique. Thank you, Paula. Heads up to Paula for saying that. Thank you. Yes, the yarn is not cheap and it's quality. Yeah, I don't use a cheap yarn. However, I have to admit, when doing the, usually when I'm doing Graphgans, I will use Cleckheaton range, okay, because they had, at that time, they had more of a range. Like I could use 3 or 4 different types of reds, 3 or 4 different types of greens, so it could all kind of congeal and make a gorgeous color. Now, there's not so many color ranges out there. You've got to have whatever. Now with this one, because it's red and black and a tinge of gray, I can use Bendigo Woolen Mills, which I am using, okay? The cream is the border, and then I thought I didn't have enough yarn to do the whole blanket, so what can I put in the middle to cover up a lot of the cream, because I didn't have a lot of cream. So I'm going to put like a blade in there, like a sword or something. Is there any way that's best to hold your crochet hook a bit better? Because I find my fingers start hurting. Okay, how do you hold it? Do you hold it like a knife, like a bloke? I hold it like a bloke. Someone told me, you crochet like a man. Oh, sorry. Or do you hold it like a pencil? I don't know. There's many ways people hold their crochet hooks. I never show people online how to do it, because I think you have your own way, your own knack. And I do hold like a knife, which can be really a lot of pressure on the wrist. I hold mine like a knife, not a pencil. Okay. I hold it like a knife, but apparently someone said I look like a bloke when I crochet, because I'm really like, how dare they call me a bloke? Oh, excuse me. Well, excuse me. All these gender-friendly people, I don't like them. Knife doesn't cramp the hand. Well, no, that's true. You hold yours like a knife, not a pencil. A lot of people do the knife, which is fine. I'm a knife. I hold it like the old-fashioned way with the pencil. Look, it's like a pencil grip. There are some people, I know a lady who actually crochets with her right hand with the hook and pulls the thread around with her finger. So that left hand does absolutely nothing. It just stands there holding, and she does everything with, like I literally crochet with one hand and use the left with the other. Knife way is better. Ergonomically, it might be that you are holding it too tight. That's true. I'm a pencil girl grip. Okay. It's weird. What does it's weird mean? Are you able to take a photo and send it to me via Messenger? You don't have to, but if you can, if someone can, can help you out there. I hold it like a knife, I think. Look, it doesn't matter. Just be wary, plant mix. If you are holding your hook awkwardly, this can do some damage on your fingers. So you just have to either hold it like a pencil or like the knife grip. Try not to do these like that lady who does everything with that right hand. I don't know how she does it. She doesn't move the hand. Everything just goes like that. That would be murder on her fingers. I hold mine like a pencil and have never had a problem. Who's that, Leslie? I was always told to relax the fingers, not force the hook. Okay, good. Pencil makes hands hurt. Okay. It's when I'm holding the yarn. Do you have your yarn like I do, where I wrap it around my finger? It's really not the right way to do it. But they say if you pop the yarn over in your left, you pop the yarn over your left pinky up and around that one there. That's the right way. People say that's the right way of doing it. Me, I wrap it around the finger a gazillion times. You might see me doing it when I'm in the middle of a tutorial. I'm talking to you guys. You'll see me go zzzz, and then I'll start. You might not see it because I do tend to edit a lot of that out because I'm going to make my videos a little bit shorter because they can be really long. So I edit out a lot of the stop starts that I do. And I have a habit because I'm very Italian and I'm talking on YouTube, the hands are going, so I'm not crocheting, and so I have to pick up the crochet again. So there are many times that I have to stop and start. You have arthritis in the hands, Paula does. Clover and more ergonomical hooks and are more comfortable. I use a Clover soft touch, you will see that, but I use other ones too. Try different holds to see what's better. Thank you, Bonnie, that's a good one. Armour, I got you, sorry. I even said more too. You hold it like a pencil. Plant mix, have a look-see at, there are some tutorials out there of other ways you can actually hold your hook and your yarn. I do the same, Mary. I have no strength in my fingers to thread it through the tension. Thread it through and tension it with them. Yeah, look, it just depends on how you feel comfortable. I don't do tutorials on how to hold a hook or yarn because everyone's different and it may not be suited to your hand. I don't know if it makes sense. The only tutorial I will do is on how to create a project. It only starts hurting when I crochet 3 or 4 hours straight. Well, you need to take a break, honey. Heads up, you need to take a break. I cannot keep tension that way. I have to hold the yarn in the creases or crook of my little finger. Okay. All right, look, that's it. See how everybody's different plant mix there? Everyone's got different ways of holding them. I would play with different ways, change up how you hold things. And do you know what? Occasionally I get sore and I should stop and walk away. And what I do is I just change the way I hold things because I really need to get that job finished. Whatever works for you, that's correct. Absolutely. I have yarn. Yep, beautiful. Don't mind that. Okay. Plant mix, play with it. Change things up and play with it. And I was going to mention too this week, guys, remember how I talked about the corridor diet? Guess who's been really good with corridor diet? And so what I do is I get through a couple of rows of crochet, I stop, I go for a little walk down the corridor, and I worked out if I go up and back, that's one walk. And I'm currently now up to 25 walks a day. So I go up by 5 every day. So hopefully I can get a little bit further. I did measure, we did weigh myself. I'm down 700 grams this week. I don't know how that works. I just look at the scales, yeah. So I'm down 700 grams this week. So I'm happy about that. So if I continue this by February of next year, I'll be at my desired weight. Well, close to it. So plant mix, take a break, walk away. Take a break. That's what I say. Go for a walk. Rest the hand up a bit. Thank you. I'm very excited. So, look, you know what it is? My life is sedentary. It's always sitting, either crocheting, either designing, either drawing up, sketching, whatever. It's always sitting down. So I thought any movement would work. Has to work. Any movement would work. And of course it has. So I'm just going to keep it up for a while. Hopefully I can, fingers crossed. I haven't started putting the basket. Someone said, hold the basket in your hand. I haven't started that yet. That's going to hurt me right now. I'd rather slow. That's a good stitch for large projects. Oh, hang on. What was that, Maggie? I'm rather slow. What's a good stitch for large projects like blankets? I'll tell you in a minute. Very good, brilliant. No, thank you. Plant mix. Thank you. Yes, only thing that moves is a lot is my mouth chewing. Oh, Leslie, I have that problem. Things still go in the face. They do. They go straight in, down, and they stay there for like 6 months. They don't move. I like 7 hips, 3 bellies, maybe 6 bellies these days. Now, who wanted that stitch details? Maggie. Maggie, you wanted to know, is there a fast stitch that you could do? Is that what you... Hang on, let me go back to that question. I'm rather slow. What's a good stitch for a large projects like a blanket? Well, the best thing for the blanket is your V-stitch. Your V-stitch or your double crochet V-stitch. And a V-stitch is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then you put them every, 3rd stitch when you first start. Oh, I was told a year ago, oh, hang on. Whoa, everyone's talking all at once. I wasn't holding my hooks nor thread or yarn right. Since I'm a lefty, I hold it what's comfortable for me. Everybody should hold it their own way. Thank you. Who's that? Becky. Thank you, Becky, for your input. Thank you, Franca, by the way. Oh, go. Yes, it's a fast stitch. Yes, it is a fast stitch. That might be if you're... it might be if you're on your elbow. That's correct. If you are leaning, try not to lean on your elbow. That's no good. Hand goes to sleep. Yeah, don't lean on your elbow. And Maggie, the other quick stitches you could do. Oh, let me think. Anything or something like this. Oh, that's not really quick. No, that's not. It won't work up fast. It won't really work up fast. But it's basic. Anything granny stitch is basic. Granny meaning you double crochet. Really. 3 together, 3 double crochet, not together, separately. So double crochet 3 times in a row. The elderly ladies in Wales were very particular how to hold the hook to prevent body disabilities. I know, right? I like chunky. There was one fella online, I can't remember his name, wasn't Fiber Spider. He was saying that someone told him, and he got really upset about it, that he crochets wrongly. Like, when you put your hook through and you wrap your yarn around, you wrap your yarn around, you put your hook in and you pull it through. Well, he was pulling it through the other way. Rather than pulling it through this way, he was going that way, which I don't know if it made a difference with the stitch. It might have made a different look of the stitch. And she was really nasty about it and told him that he was doing it wrong. And he was very sad by the whole thing. But now I see he does it this way, the way we all do it, which is sad because he could have had his own way of crocheting. It doesn't matter. You have your own way. Stick to it. Don't let anyone tell you it's not right. Unless, of course, you get holes in your work. like when people use the magic circle or magic ring or magic loop, whatever you want to call it, they don't weave in that thread because they think, oh, it'll be okay. It's fine. It's not fine. That will come undone. If people want to wash their blankets in the washing machine, and they do that often, that will come undone. It will come undone. I've lost 50 pounds in the last year. For what exactly? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, for weight. Oh, in weight. Oh my gosh, Paula, that's amazing. Thank you for the tips. Got to try those granny stitches. Yeah, try the granny stitch. It's very easy. It's basic. Once you know it, you know it. The old-fashioned way I've seen it done it. That's rude. Each is entitled to do what works for them. That's correct, Kaz. And I felt bad for him because I watched him too and I thought he was fine. I just didn't do it the way he did it. I did it my way, but I didn't tell him his was wrong. I just said, that's my way of doing it. That's his way of doing it. You just kind of understand everybody has their own way. But a lot of people don't like that. And the mouths are like this. And you feel like saying, stop it, leave the poor guy alone. All right. I think I should be your guideline and taught how to cross the road so you don't... That's funny, Leslie. I do my yarn in the opposite direction instead of toward me. I throw it away. Thank you, Becky. That's different and it's not wrong. It's just different. I knit also, but I do yarn like crocheting, not knitting. See, different again. The Granny Ripple looks amazing. What other colours are you going to use? Well, whatever colours I have there. You've got your greens, you've got your garnet, like your pink. No, I'm just going to use these. Oh, there's pewter. Did I show you pewter? No, it's not pewter. Is it? I thought pewter was the other colour, the gold. Oh, maybe it is. Okay. So I'm going to use that little blue, kind of blue one. I'm going to use a green. I'm going to use that. Okay. And I will use that maroni colour one because I like the maroon. That maroni colour. Oh, I love, love, love. There is a yellow in there, I think, somewhere. The golden colour or whatever. Oops, I've dropped it. Oh, I've dropped it. Here we go. Clumsy. There's a golden colour. Okay, so I will show you on the tutorial when I start using all the yarns. It'll be at the beginning of the tutorial. I don't know whether I'll put that blacky colour in yet. I don't know yet. I'm kind of veering away from that. Now, that was the reason why I popped that video in at the end. That video of me with all the yarn, that's already on YouTube somewhere way back when I first started with my daughter and I went to Bendigo together. In fact, when we went to Bendigo at that time, they had a Guinness World Record thing happening and we didn't quite make it. But when we went there, it had to be the amount, the most people crocheting in one place at one time. And we didn't quite make it. We didn't make it at all. Oh, there's more people talking. I'm missing all of that. I'm sorry. I missed all of that. I do apologise. We're watching setting on the floor facing someone. It is throw away. I'm not sure what you mean there. When you're watching setting on the floor facing someone, it is throw away. I'm not sure what you mean there. You'll have to elaborate. But yeah, so we never made it. We got there and I think we needed, I don't know, I think we needed 1,100 or 1,300. I can't remember exactly how many people we needed. And we only ended up with about 600 and something, which was a lot of people in itself. And we all had to stand in a row and you know, you had to create. And I had bought a beanie to make while I was standing there and everybody had to crochet. And I had bought one of my crochet bags with a little picture on front. And I remember the camera coming right up to take footage of the picture, which was great. But it didn't work. We didn't get enough people. So there you go. But I went there that weekend with her. And the funny thing happened. You will laugh at this. I don't know. There's funny things just happened to me. We booked a hotel room, beautiful hotel room, nice and neat and clean and the rest of it. And the hotel room was a pub as well. It was like a bistro place. So on a Friday night, that is the reason why I booked it, because on a Friday night, you head right downstairs into that little pub. It's kind of like, goes right in and becomes a little band plays like 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s music. I think they play a couple of modern songs. And we were there and my daughter and I, we got there early because we were in the hotel. So we went down and we're waiting for people to walk in and the band started playing one or two songs as you do. And then people started walking in. They're coming straight up to me. Hi, how are you? Shaking my hand, leaving my daughter, walking off. I'm thinking, oh, wonder what that was. And someone else came in. How are you going? And I'm going, yeah, good, thanks. Who's these people? They didn't talk to my daughter, just me. And then they walked off. And after about the 7th or the 8th person, Frances said, Mum, you must look like someone here in Bendigo because everyone's talking to you, right? She says, it's not like they're talking to me or anybody else in the room. They're coming straight up to you. So I don't know what happened. This was way before YouTube was popular, you know. And I thought, I didn't know what it was. And about 3/4 of the way into the night, people stopped talking to me. They probably realised, whoops, it's not her. So I don't know who they thought I was, but that was very funny. Bendigo Woolen Mills it was. I'm sorry, not Bendigo Woolen Mills, Bendigo itself. It was very funny. And then I thought maybe they were toying with me. Now, why would they toy with me of all the people in the room? But there you go. Anyway, they stopped talking to me after a while. They probably realised, wait a minute, it's not her. Whoever the person was. Oh, it's very funny. These are weird things only happen to me. I'm lucky like that. Okay, I'm a left-handed, learned watching my grandma crochet, right-handed, sitting on the floor in front of her. Okay, gotcha now. Yeah, gotcha, Becky. Yeah, I know these weird things. I don't know how I get stuck with these weird things, but they happen. Oh, look, the sun's coming out. Oh, it stopped raining for about 5 minutes. Mum taught me how to, whoops, what was that? Mum taught me how to knit one-handed, Bonnie. Oh, that's keen. She can't use her right hand. Wow, knitting with one hand. That was like crocheting with your feet. We were talking about this last week. Did anyone end up finding that lady who crochets with her feet? I mean, that's just amazing. That blew my mind. It blew my mind when I saw it. Guys, we got sidetracked. I don't even know what I was supposed to talk about. There were a few things I was going to talk about. What's happening this week on Wow Crochet? Yeah, it's going to be rain all day, is it? Well, I'm not leaving the house. I ain't going nowhere. I've already got dinner ready for tonight. Well, I haven't got it ready, but I know what I'm cooking. And so right-handed and learn from her. I wanted to learn apparently, but a slow knitter. I'm a slow knitter. That's why I crochet. That's exactly why I crochet. But I do knit. I just haven't, and I probably won't. Let's talk about blizzards in the hills. Oh gosh, really? Let's talk about what we're going to do this week on Well Crochet. And now you know the poncho's definitely coming. Well, you know that because we've been talking about it for weeks. And now that we've got, oops, I've dropped it. Now that we've got the beanie sorted out, now I wanted to introduce the beanie before the poncho initially. And then I thought, no, I'll hold out. We'll do the poncho first and then we'll talk about the beanie. And then I thought, no, we can actually just do them together. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start the poncho. And when I give you a couple of rows of a pattern to head off on your own to do, we'll come up the next day and we'll make the beanie. Now, I don't know if the beanie will take 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. I wish. No, I don't wish. I don't want it to take 2 days. I don't know if the beanie will take 2 tutorials to make, depending on the pattern. If I find the pattern basic, even though I'm going to be using a little bit of intricate stitches in the beanie too. Oh, just for fun. If I find I'm so naughty. If I find it basic, then we can get it all done in the one tutorial. But if I'm struggling with it, which occasionally I do, if I put some fancy stitches in, I have a habit. Now I do this a lot. It's a very bad habit. I create for the channel. Like if I'm going to create some fancy stitches, I'll do it like the day before recording. So I'll make a beanie, let's say, and I'll do like a newborn to give me a smaller amount to make so it doesn't take so long. And I don't write it down at all. I just do it. And then later I think, the next day when I'm starting to record, I'm looking, thinking, what did I do there? Is that like a wrap stitch? What is that? And I have to think about the stitch. How stupid was I? So I've started recently writing it down, and I don't always do them that way. Usually I do the pattern as I'm going on YouTube. I just think, oh, well, I know the next 4 rows has to be, do like double stitches, or the next 2 rows has to be 12 stitches. So let's think of what can I make that looks like 12 stitches. Do you know what I mean? I don't actually say, oh, I have to count the stitches and then I have to find out what I'm going to make. I pretty much know what's going to come next. Yeah, that's why I'm all about crochet. You know what I say about crochet plant mix? There's no mistakes, just new designs. Oh, that's what I say. And that's the excuse I'm using when I make a mistake. It's not a mistake, it's a new design. Come on already, get with it. So I have a habit of doing that. And in the old days, I had a habit of not doing a pattern at all. Just turning on the camera and start working. I'm thinking, oh, what have I done? And it gets me into trouble. So I started recently doing some patterns the day before in smaller versions, so that when I get on, and you can probably, you know what, you can tell. When I'm recording, the camera is right there. So sometimes I'm shouting in that camera and I have to use an editing package to reduce the volume in that one section. I know it sounds weird. When I actually lean over to do something, I'm shouting in that camera and I don't see it. Sorry, have to go. My dog in the vet's. Oh, I hope your dog's all right. Thank you, Leslie. Lovely to see you here, and we'll see you again maybe Wednesday or Saturday, depending on what day you can come on. I learned a frog knitting, mate. Oh, good on you, Bonnie. Yeah, good on you, Bonnie. So yeah, thank you, Leslie. We'll see you soon. And yeah, so I get on, and you might hear occasionally my voice will move away. And the reason is I'm looking at the pattern because I've forgotten the stitch. So then I'll come back, or sometimes I'll pause it, sometimes I'll edit it. But there are times where you can hear me say, and then because I'm moving away from the camera, I'm getting the pattern, I'm looking at the pattern, and I'm coming back. So those are the times where I have written a pattern out and it hasn't looked the same as what I'm doing, so I need to check the pattern. But usually I don't. Usually I wing it because there are no mistakes in crochet, just new designs. So if I make a mistake in the pattern, I leave it and say, oh, there's a new design I created. It happens. We're going to try, I'm getting very naughty. Over the next few weeks, we're going to try to add some more stitches to our work. We're going to try changing our work up, not just having your basic granny. We'll still do the basic granny. Everything will still be basic. You'll still have your basic double crochets, your half doubles, your singles, your trebles, whatever, your doubles, whatever else you want to do, your double trebles and whatever else there are. You'll still have those, but I'm going to toss in a few fun ones just to see how far we can test our skills over the next few weeks. So occasionally you'll get like a 10-minute or a 15-minute video on a stitch. And that stitch means that there's something coming up soon in a pattern that will have that stitch. So be prepared. Things are going to be different over the next few weeks. If I'm still here. I'm so naughty. If I'm still here, and again, if I can keep the channel, even if I don't get paid pittance, bad luck, if I can keep the channel, I will keep it. So I don't want to go anywhere. I will be here, guys. But head over to Instagram and Facebook and everywhere else to see more in case I can't put a lot on the channel. Can I cry? Can't do much about it. But there you go. This is what we're getting on Monday. Hey, Monday or Tuesday. I sounded very loud then. Sorry, guys, if I shouted in the camera. I hope I didn't shout in the camera. Sorry. Monday or Tuesday, we are starting our poncho. Yay. And on Wednesday or Thursday of this week, what was I was thinking? Oh, that's what I was going to do. The third part of our Halloween projects. Yay. Now, for the third part of your Halloween project, I'm not going to say much because I haven't done it yet, but I know what I want. Why can't you put new stuff in the channel? Miss that part. Maggie, I'm not even sure if I'll have a channel. There's a new legislation here in Melbourne, in Australia, not so much Melbourne, Australia in general. And we don't know whether we will have YouTube. Most creators will not be getting paid a lot, and that's a reality. I don't know whether that will affect us here, whether we're allowed to create still. I don't know anything yet. There's legislation's come out. It's said a few things. I get a few little details pop up every time I use Google. Doesn't look good. Yeah, it doesn't look good. But you know what? Let's just assume everything's going to be okay. If not, head over to Instagram and I will explain. Or head over to Facebook and I'll explain. And if they're missing, I don't know what to say. Head over to madeit.com.au and I'll leave a notification there. Oh, I don't know. The other thing I wanted to mention to everyone, I might wait till, no, I'll mention it, but I haven't really done anything about it. I do have a Ravelry store. And the only reason I'm saying I haven't done anything about it, I don't know if it's under my name or if it's under the name of Wow Crochet. Now, I've had that store for 10 years, maybe. Well, I don't even know how long it's been. I've had that store for ages. Yeah. Oh, bye, say it was squishy. Oh, I hope everything will turn out okay. Well, you know, that's life, Maggie. We play everything with a grain of salt now. We just hope for the best. So I do have a Ravelry store. I don't think I've set it up as well. I'll see. I'll have a look. It's been a long time since I've been on. I can't even remember. I think I did. I don't use it. It just sits there. So what I might do is set it all up and get it organized. We are currently working on a website as well. We're working as fast as we can now to get that website up because just in case we lose all this, we might be able to send everyone over to the website if they're interested in sticking around with Wow Crochet. But in the meantime, I'm still here and I'm going to stay here for as long as they'll let me. There's Twitch. They have a solid viewers base for crafts. Twitch is it? I'll check Twitch out. Bye, Squishy. Squishy, that's cute. It's got a name, cute name. I'm on it every day. Yeah, Sticky Stitch is on Ravelry all the time. I've got to check it out. I'll have a play and look-see, and I'll let you know what's happening over the next week or so. If you don't hear from me here, look for me everywhere else, because Wow Crochet will be everywhere. We don't go nowhere. I'm not going anywhere fast unless I'm thrown off. I'm laughing about this. It's not funny. Check Twitch. It's big for crafting. Okay. Here in America and Europe. Oh, I can see Australia taking that away from us too. We'll never know. We'll try everything once. Guys, don't forget, this is where all this coloured yarn is what we are using for our Halloween gear. Now, we haven't used anything else but the black and the red. Recently, we used the red. I don't have the red with me. Oh, it's over there. It's fallen out of the bag. But we used the red for... Oh, where's the Halloween stuff? Here. We used the red for the coaster. There's your coaster. That's your spiderweb coaster that we're going to use for our Halloween party if we're still here. Mary, is your name on Ravelry? I don't know if it's my name or if it's Wow Crochet. If you're on Ravelry, check up to see if Wow Crochet is there. I've got nothing on there at the moment because I don't use it. So, but I might start using it now because I've had it for years. I just never used it. So we've used a black beanie. We've done the black beanie. We've done the coaster. This week, get ready, guys. We are making our chain, choker chain, or necklace, or whatever you want to call it, because it's going to have some little dangly guys on them. It's going to have a bat on there. It may have a spider. I don't know if I'm doing a spider. Nothing under Wow Crochet. No, it might be under my name. Let me play with it this week, and I'll come back to you on Wednesday with some details. Okay? All right, I'll have a play with it. For this week's tutorial, the choker chain, well, I'm calling it a choker chain, but it's not. It will be like very necklacey. Okay, so it might have the round part for the choker part, but it'll be very necklacey. You will need some black, some orange, some yellow. I record all my yarn for insurance purposes. That's so funny. Sticky Stitch, you make me laugh. She records all her yarn for insurance purposes. Yeah, don't worry. I'll come back to you on it, Mary. I'll come back to you on the details for that. I'm pretty sure I changed it to Wow, but leave it with me. I'll let you know on Wednesday. Wednesday's live. Or I'll start even advertising it on my tutorials. Someone else has Wow Crochet designs. on Ravelry? Really? No, it's probably me. I was pretty sure I changed it. Is there a picture of me with a dog, or a picture of my daughter wearing she's wearing a little lace thing around her belly? I made that crochet thing. I'll get back to you on. I didn't want to advertise it because I don't remember what I've done with it. I haven't been on for ages. Good idea. Never thought about insurance. I know, right? Sticky Stitch is real clever. On Ravelry, yes, Sticky Stitch. I'm pretty sure Sticky Stitch, I'm Wow Crochet on Ravelry. I thought I was. Okay, I'll check it out and get back to you on it, Mary. All right, just leave it for now. I can't check it while I'm recording. So I'll check it out. And oh, hello, Sarah. Sarah, you've come on very late. We're nearly ready to finish off. Sarah's my sister, everyone. For those of you who don't know, Sarah is my sister. One of my sisters. I will check it out and I'll get back to you on it, ladies. I think we've only got ladies on at the moment. So for your week, this week for your choker chain, you will need some black. You'll need very little orange. I know, we're nearly finished, Sarah. Very little orange, very little bright yellow if you've got a bright yellow. If not, use any yellow. Oh, it's Mary Wow Crochet. Thank you, Sticky Stitch. That's one word, Mary Wow Crochet. That's right. I knew I'd put Wow Crochet on there. It's Mary Wow Crochet on Ravelry, guys. So yeah, head over there. I've got nothing there, I don't think I've got anything there because I don't really use it. And I haven't used it since I got on. I think I used it for one thing and joined a group, and I was making a vest at the time, and that was it. So there you go. You need yellow, you need orange, you need red, and you need black. You may need some green. I haven't thought about the green yet. You may need it. You will need very minimal, very, very minimal. We are talking minuscule for the colors. But for the choker part, you will need black. Or we might even make it in red. Should we make it in red? Guys, let's do a hands up. Do we make the choker part in black or the choker part in red and then add some black? We're going to have a black bat and we're going to have maybe a black cat and we'll see what else we have on there. Do we do it in red? We want to do it in red. Sarah says red. Anyone else saying red, or do we want to do it in black? What do we want to do it in? Guys, the ball's in your court. Red. Everybody's saying red. Someone says both. Both. We are going to be doing some black in it anyway. So really, you know what we could do? Oh, I know what we could do. We could do like black there and red in the middle, like a red stripe. Ooh, you like the red for the project? Ooh, red, red, red. Everybody's saying red. Oh, we could do it in red, and it's my favorite red. Let me just reach over and grab it. What are we saying? With black dangles. Black dangles again. You want some more dangles, Michelle? Not the same ones. Should we do something different? Well, we are having, let me just reach over and grab that red. It fell out and rolled away, as you do. Oh, there we go. That's, I've already wound it up. That's an 8-ply Bendigo Woolen Mills cotton. Again, as long as you've got an 8-ply cotton or an 8, you don't even have to have cotton. If you can wear wool, by all means, you can do it in the wool. As long as it's 8-ply or a number 3 strand or 10-ply or a number 4 strand, if that makes any sense. Okay, for those of you overseas that use a number 4 or number 3. We use 8-ply here. So it could be 8 or 10. Didn't you say there would be a bat? There's going to be a bat, yes. And there's going to be, that's why there's yellow, a little bit of yellow. So we're going to make his eyes. Yeah. Black with red stripe sounds good. You like that? It will be like a sliced neck. Oh, I think that's a good idea. I thought of the red stripe too, Sticky Stitch. I might do black like that with the red in the middle. And in fact, we could do it a little bit jagged. How about that? We could really play with this. See, I haven't done it yet. I will create as I go along, and there's nothing wrong with that. Go for it, guys. Red necklace would make the black bat stand out better. Oh, let me think about this. Let me think about it. Yeah, Sticky Stitch and sis. Yeah, so look, we'll see. Let me play with it. Let me toy with it. This is what I do on Sunday. I sit there Sundays and I play with projects that we are going to have during the week. I don't do the whole project. I just do little bits and bobs. And then I think, okay, I don't need to write out a pattern. Half the times I say that. And then there are times when I need to write out a pattern. Like this beanie we're going to make, I think I'll write that pattern out. For 2 reasons. One, I want to pop it on the website as a freebie. Or I might, you know, charge $1 for donation. If anybody wants to do that, that's fine. I don't even know. I haven't decided yet. And the other reason is because that way I don't have to look across the room every 5 seconds if I'm not sure what I'm doing. With the pattern for the Halloween beanie that we did, I didn't need to look at the stitch. The only thing I did mess up, and I explained it to you, and I didn't mess up on the tutorial because I did it anyway. I forgot to do the beanie, that is, the last 2 rows of the lace before we did the tails. And then I ended up doing it because I remembered at the last minute. Yeah, put patterns up. I'll buy some. You will, Plant Mix. You're such a good girl. I don't know how you do it. Thank you. You put in a lot of effort here at Wow Crochet, and I do appreciate it, Plant Mix. Thank you. So there you go, guys. We are definitely doing choker chain, or it's not really a choker chain. I'm calling it a necklace because it's going to have all the little dangly things, and we might have a black cat, and we might have a bat, and we might have a spider. I don't know about the spider because I want to put the spider on the top we're going to make. You excited about the top? That's coming, but not this week. I can't make everything this week. I won't be able to keep up. And we will start Plant Mix. We will start this. But I don't know we'll start it on Thursday or Friday. S word, no way, there's what a word. Oh, you know what? We bought crickets the other day for the spider, but he hasn't come out to eat. So we're starting to wonder whether he's still there. I did double shift so I can afford it. Oh, you're so cute, Plant Mix. You're so cute. You make me laugh. Bye-bye all. blessed and safe. Oh, thank you, Paula. We're about to leave in a minute anyway. Yes, right. It's fun. Oh, look, I'll write it out because a lot of people say they love the tutorials, but they want a written pattern as well. Oh my God, yeah, I can't wait for the Granny Ripple. It's definitely coming. It'll either come Thursday or Friday. You'll pay for it, Bonnie. Thank you. He may have oh, don't say that, Sarah. I don't want to know that. Silly spider. I don't even, I shouldn't say that. No, spider's fine. Leave him there. It was a fun beanie. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Bonnie made the beanie and she showed me, she sent me a private message with a photo and showed me the beanie. It looked lovely on, Bonnie. It wasn't black like mine, but it did look lovely on. So guys, have some fun with your crochet. If you find that you're making something and you don't like what you see, no, the spider, Bonnie. She's talking about the spider. She was trying to be funny. I don't like using the word anymore. Of our current times that we're in. I hate it. It's put a damper on everyone's world. The whole world has put a damper on. So you get excited with your crochet, create, change a pattern if you find it doesn't suit you, like I did with that lace pattern that I showed you last week. I can't show you because it's on the other stand across the room. If you find that you cannot understand the pattern, and no matter how many times you've spoken to the designer, she can't help you or he can't help you, change it to suit you. I did that with that pattern and it's fine. You don't like the S word. She doesn't like the spider. Franca doesn't like the spider. Oh, it's so going to be in that video if I can create the video. It's so going to be in the video. Or the eight-legged creature. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Yours truly is about to head off. The spider might have, oh gosh, not again. Thank you so much for watching. I have been on for 1 hour and 36 minutes. Oh my gosh, guys. Time to head off. Time to get some work done. I'm going to clean the house too. Don't tell Sarah because she'll tell me to hurry up and clean. So time to get off. Time to have something to eat. I'm starving. Thank you again, Plant Mix, for your lovely donation, your super chat donation of $50. That is very thoughtful of you, and I thank you kindly. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I know, sorry, you can always watch the rerun later. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and thank you kindly to anyone who has expressed their opinion about this situation here on in Australia about YouTube. But I thank you all, and it is time to go. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you all on Wednesday or Saturday or during the week on our tutorials. Thank you so much for joining us, and ciao for now. Bye all.